Hey everyone, welcome back to Coaching Genius Live. So glad you can join us this week. Today we're going to talk about how to spot fake guru coaches out there. Well, this topic has been brought up so many times, and many people have referred different coaches and advertisements to me and say, hey, is this a real coach? Is that a real coach? And this is so important because enough is enough. I want to make once and for all a video that really to really shed light into the coaching industry, because too many times there's so many fake guru coaches out there. And so what it really means for us today as coaches, let's begin this journey. So if you're new to our channel, do hit the subscribe channel and notification bell to stay tuned for all the latest updates we have for you. At Coaching Genius Live, we really believe that coaching, it's about conversational mastery, making difference, making a transformation one conversation at a time. So whether you're a leader, speaker, a coach, influencer, a parent, this videos here that we have for you will really truly transform your life. So check out one of our playlists, and that will really help you as well. So if you're brand new to our channel as well, if you're a coach, an existing coach from a different school, or maybe you're thinking about wanting to start your coaching journey, and maybe you're just curious about what coaching really is, and I hope these videos will find useful for you as well. So today we'll look at how to spot these fake guru coaches out there. Now, too many times we hear this term called fake gurus. You know, is that person a fake guru? Is that person? What does it really mean by a fake guru? Is it even possible for a guru to be fake? Well, the truth is this: many people call themselves gurus, or maybe they call themselves experts. They call themselves, I'm the leading voice of this, I'm the leading influencer of this, I'm the go-to expert for this. You know, a lot of times these are strong marketing terms. They may compel people. For example, if I'm saying I'm the youngest in this, I'm the oldest in this, I'm the world number one influencer, I'm the world number one thought leader on this topic. Now, it sounds fanciful, but what they're saying is this: I'm actually the guru in this place. Right? And why is it so important for us to unravel what does it mean to be the truth? Because this has frustrated me so often. I've seen so many false advertisements online, and they come across as genuine. They smile at you, they sound, they have a pretty face, or maybe they have a good looking face, whether it's a lady or a guy, and they come across as very genuine, but actually the message, it's very, very nefarious. They are like wolves in sheep clothing, and they are people who sounds right, but they're actually selling you something else, or they have hidden agendas. And many coaches, they're not aware that they might have a hidden agenda when they're trying to sell someone something. So today we're going to demystify that and how to spot fake guru coaches out there. So if you're considering, maybe perhaps you're watching this video because you want to consider which coach to sign up for, you want to engage a coach to help you in certain areas of your life. So watch this video first before engaging any one of these gurus out there. Okay, now we're not saying that there's no good coaches out there. There are great coaches out there, and many of the great coaches out there don't go around shouting their voices out. Many of the great coaches out there don't go around on ads, on Facebook, on Instagram shouting, oh, I'm great, not going around showing off their cars or their properties or the wealth that they have. So many times, many of these gurus, they want to show off what they have, or they want to show off what they know, but they don't want to help people transform their lives. So too often I see what we call political correctness that they portray, right? They give you a very long story, a backstory of themselves. Once upon a time I was like this. Once upon a time I was retrenched, but now I'm like that. Once upon a time I was in bankruptcy. Now I'm like that. A lot of rags to riches stories. And it sounds so nice to hear, right? But you know what? They repeat that again and again and again, hoping to milk more people and get them into onboarding their journey with them. But you see, these people are not coming across, or these coaches are not coming across as true. Many coaches out there also call themselves coaches, but they have no proper credentials. They'll go around saying, oh, well, because coaching is not a governed industry, because coaching is not a regulated industry, so I just go around calling myself a coach. Well, it's the same way as calling yourself a guru, right? A guru is not a regulated industry. A master is not a regulated industry. But you know what? It's not about something. It's about why you're doing it. If you are not even certain about your coaching skills, don't go around telling people you're a coach. If you're not even sure what a coach is after you attended a 4-day program, that doesn't mean you know what a coach is, right? Coaching, it's a journey. It took me 14 years to learn what coaching really is. I started at a very young age. As a teenager, I was coaching people, but I thought coaching was that. But I began to realize coaching is so much more. So my challenge to many coaches out there, right? Before you put a title there as a coach, are you honoring the core of a coach on your profession, or are you dishonoring it? To me, in the profession of coaching, it's about honor, ethics, professionalism. right? Honor, ethics, professionalism. What is your duty as a coach? My duty as a coach, my fiduciary as a coach, is to raise the standards of coaching and to raise the standards of my clients' results. Too often we hear a lot of these fake gurus out there that goes around and say, hey, this is what coaching is, that's what coaching is. No wonder many coaches are confused. So I'm going to break down 10 different types, right? Or maybe all 10, you might have a checkbox with it, so of fake gurus that you want to watch out for, right? And this 10 will help you get clarity around, what these coaches are thinking about, and are they really truly genuine, or are they having some hidden agenda, or maybe they have some hidden things that they're not telling you today. So hopefully this whole list will give you some understanding behind the scenes of how to spot fake guru coaches out there. Well, let's take a look at this. Number one is this: are they claiming to be an expert? Are they claiming to be an expert? So there are many coaches out there that say, hey, I'm an expert in this, I'm an expert in this tool, I'm an expert in that, I'm an expert in wealth, I'm an expert in funnels, I'm an expert in internet marketing, I'm an expert in different kinds of products or services, or even proprietary products, I'm an expert in life, I'm an expert. So you notice this, they're telling you they're an expert in something. Well, there's nothing wrong in that. There's nothing inherently wrong in that. But to tell someone, because I'm an expert in that, so therefore I can coach you, that is fallacious. Just because I'm an expert in something doesn't mean that I can help you become. There are many expert dancers out there, right? That doesn't mean that they can help me become a good dancer. There are many expert coaches out there, but that doesn't mean they can help me become a better coach. It takes a different set of skills to help someone become a better version of themselves. It's not in just how good they are, but it's about their ability to communicate and draw out the greatness from within. And that's the big difference. Many people say that, because I've accomplished all these things, therefore I can coach. Because I'm great at that, therefore I can coach. No. Because you're so great at that, sometimes if you want to coach someone, you might impose on them rather than helping them. No wonder we see a lot of great athletes out there, right, who are Olympic champions. You realize that their coaches are not Olympic champions, or sometimes their coaches may not be as great as them, but their coaches are good at one thing. Their coaches are good at drawing out the greatness within. As a coach, it's not about how great you are. It's not about how expert you are in different fields. It's not about the accolades. Today, I've seen coaches showing off, I'm a doctor of this, I'm a PhD of that, I'm a master's of this, I have all these certifications. You know what? Certifications doesn't change lives. Coaching changes lives, and conversation changes lives. It's not about the titles you have. Today I have coaches telling me, I want to be the youngest MCC, I want to be the oldest MCC, I want to be the first MCC here, first MCC there. You know what? When I hear this kind of languaging, it tells me one thing: immaturity. Because they do not know what coaching really is and what coaching can do for people. And that's why they're going through these statements. So no wonder many people get confused with what coaching really is, because that's not what coaching is. Coaching is more than that. Coaching is not about being an expert in one field. Yes, you can be an expert in one field, but sometimes being an expert in one field might actually do the opposite than what it should be doing. So that's why I always tell coaches, it's not about what you know, it's not about even what you do. It's more about who you are on the inside, because who you are will shine through in a conversation. If you say that I'm an expert in this and expert in that, well, what you're actually saying is that I'm better than you. Because I'm better than you, so I can coach you. That is a wrong premise for coaches, right? So if you hear this, straight away run away from these coaches. If you see any of them who proclaim online that because I'm a leadership coach, I've won many awards, so therefore I can coach you as a leader, run away from them. Right, today I've seen many coaches out there claiming that I have this award, I have that leadership, I've done this, that. And there are many influencers and motivational speakers who speak on leadership, but you know what? They've never led a team in their life. Well, at best, they led a team of 3 or 4. Ask them, how big an organization do they have, right? So I've heard many motivational speakers talk about leadership. But I'm horrified to find that leaders of organizations, MNCs, they're listening to these motivational speakers, because these motivational speakers do not know what they're speaking about. They may read articles, they may read research, they may do this, they may do their findings, but you know what? Have they led a huge organization before in their life? Have they led a size of 100,000 people? Have they led 1 million people in their life before? If they have not yet, why are they speaking on that? So they proclaim to know the truth, but they don't possess the very truth on the inside. So think about this. One of the things that I like to do is that in future, when I grow my company at Coaching Changes Lives to $1 billion company, to having hundreds of thousands of employees, well, at that point of time, maybe then I might call myself a leadership coach, because now I'm actually doing leadership on my people. I'm actually coaching my people. It's not just saying something that I'm a coach, therefore I'm great. It's about being. It's not what you do, it's what you be. So too often, when we hear this from so-called fake gurus out there, they don't realize they're trying to proclaim that they're so expert in all these different views, but not realizing that coaching is not about showing off what we do, but it's showing up in the client's conversation. It's not about showing off all the different titles and badges on my chest, but it's about showing up in the conversation to help create change in our client's life. And so that's number one, right? Are we claiming to be expert? Number two is this: are they claiming that they are the only one who can help you? Are they claiming that they are the only one who can help you? So many of the gurus out there say, "Hey, I'm the only one who can help you," right? Because nobody else can. I have this knowledge, I have that knowledge, I've years of experience in this, I've years of experience in that. So therefore, I can help you better than all the others combined. So let me help you in this, right? So many of them say that, and you realize that actually they do not know what they're talking about. What do we mean by they are the only one? They're not the only one. When gurus tell you that, run away from that, because guess what? I'm not the only one that can help my clients as well. There are so many out there. At the end, it's about finding coachability and compatibility. Are they coachable? Are they compatible with who you are? Do they feel comfortable with me? Do I want to engage in a relationship with them to coach them masterfully? Right? So if you hear words like, "Oh, I'm the only one in this area, I'm the only one in this playing field," run away from them, because that's a trap. That's a verbal trap. Let's look at number three. Are they telling you what problem you are facing and they have a solution to that? Are they telling you what problem you're facing and they have a solution to that? Now, this is a very tricky fake guru approach, because they appear very genuine, they appear to have the solution, they appear to point out the problem that you have, and they tell you, "Hey, are you facing this problem? Are you facing the financial crisis? Do you want to raise your incomes more? Do you want to do that? Do you want to raise your revenues more? Do you want to grow your clientele more? Do you want to experience breakthroughs in the periods of pandemic?" Now, when you hear all these things, it seems as if they are recognizing your problems, but it's not, right? They are using a lot of marketing tricks, marketing tactics, a lot of Milton model languaging, a lot of fallacious statements that are overgeneralized and overly distorted, in a way to convince the mind that they are the right person to go to. Now, this is a very highly deceptive form of marketing. I've seen it a lot on ads. Today, I've seen a lot of ads. They'll tell you things like this, right? If you want to break through this thing, if you want to get this, you want to get more high quality leads, blah, 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 right? This is not a message for what entrepreneurs want to be. This is a message for people who really want to be this. Now, it seems as if they're qualifying the clients, but they're not. What they're actually doing is called deceptive marketing. And they are actually convincing you that you have a problem. And that's the problem that they've identified, and they have the solution for it. But they're not recognizing that the problem is not the problem. The problem that you and I are facing is not the real problem. That is a symptom of an existing problem that's underlying the problem. What is the symptomatic thing that's underlying the problem? What is the real root cause that's going to be key? It's not just this problem at all. There's something deeper that we want to unravel. So that's going to be important. Number three, what are they? So if they come across as having the solutions, be very wary of that. Be very wary and careful that perhaps, are they giving too much? Are they sharing? Do they sound too good to be true? Then you want to take a step back. Okay. Number four, are they talking to you as if they know you? Are they talking to you as if they know you? So many of the fake gurus out there, they think, hey, they talk to you as if like they know your situation, and say, yeah. That is another form of Milton languaging or generalization. So they may say something that, 1 in 10 people, are you depressed in this period? Are you facing that in this period? So it seems as if there's a checkbox in each one of them. So it seems as if that they know you. Guess what? A lot of these fake gurus out there, or fake guru coaches out there, they do not know you. Nobody does. As a coach, I do not claim to know my clients. I do not proclaim to know everything about them. But what I do know is that I know the process of coaching. I know how to connect with them. I know how to help them to get through this whole journey together. It's not about helping them to realize as if you know them. So especially when coaches come to you as if they know you, they do not know you. Right? Sometimes in the process as well, when they do that, they convince you that they are the only person that they can that knows you. Nobody else knows you, but only they. Maybe perhaps you have had disappointments in your love life, in your business life, in your career life, and it's almost as if this coach came in from heaven and magically was the only one who can understand you. But you're not realizing that they have a hidden agenda as well. Number 5. Are they saying other gurus aren't as good as them? are they saying that? So too often I've seen many of these fake guru coaches out there saying that, oh, I'm not like them, I'm not like this, that person's like this, that person's like this. Or sometimes they have this little thing called, comparison or jealousy. I've seen many master coaches as well being jealous of each other's. And it's so interesting, right? As a master coach, they're not jealous of the second tier coach or third tier coach or the growing coaches. Like for example, I've seen some MCC getting jealous of other MCCs, but they're not jealous of the PCCs or ACCs, but they're jealous of other MCCs. Really interesting, right? Why is that so? Well, this tells me that they've never actually understood what MCC is about. They've never actually understood what Master Certified Coach really is. If you become jealous by this message I'm talking about as a Master Certified Coach, then perhaps you probably want to relook at what does it mean to be a Master Certified Coach. It's not about your profession, it's not about your credential, it's not about what titles you've attained, but it's about who you are. And you probably want to relook at who you are on the inside as well. So what is true is this: are they saying that other gurus aren't as smart as them? Because they're trying to perceive that, trying to show you that actually, hey, I know more than the other coach, I'm better at this, I'm better at that, so you must come to me. Now, be wary of that, run away from that. Next one. Are they covering themselves under the guise of I am not a guru, but they are actually trying to be that in your mind? Now, this is a very tricky one because sometimes they will tell you this. They say, "Hey, you know what? I'm not a guru. I'm not an expert in everything. But you know what? I can do something for you." So the way they message is really crafty. Sometimes what I call this is a wolf in sheep's clothing. So they craft it in a way that makes you believe that, hey, they are the only one for you. Even though they may appear to say that, there's so many other people to go out there, but you know what, I'm here, I'm genuinely here wanting to help coaches around. They come across as nice and gentle. They may also come across as a nice old lady, appearing so kind and gentle, wanting to help people, but they have a nefarious agenda on the inside, and you want to be really careful as well. Especially, don't go by what you see, don't go by what you hear only. Also go by what you're feeling on the inside. Now, what you see might actually impact what you feel, because sometimes what we see, it's like, oh, this person's so gentle, so kind, how can they do me any wrong? But you know what? Sometimes the most dangerous wolves out there are those that appear very nice, but there's a lot of hidden layers there. So we need to be very careful of who we acquire as a coach. Okay, next. Number 7. Are they giving a claim that sounds too good to be true? Well, it's probably not. Okay, so are they giving a claim that's so good to be true? Especially when coaches come across and say, hey, this is such a good thing, that's such a good thing. Be very careful of that, because it sounds too good to be true, and it's probably not true, right? Especially when coaches paint glorious pictures. Oh, I have a dream, this dream will happen, that dream will happen, we're going to achieve greatness, blah, 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 blah. You're going to achieve $1 million. So especially when coaches paint such legest, visions of tomorrow, be very careful of that. Because the reality is this: not everyone, will see those dreams fulfilled. I'll say that again. The reality is this: we have many dreams in our lives, but not all the dreams will be fulfilled. Because guess what? There are things that may come our way that we least expect. There may be new dreams that may birth off. There may be new challenges that we're not sure of. There's also the process of discipline and hard work that must be put inside. And so sometimes in this process, in this journey, it's not just the destiny or destination, but it's the journey through to the destination. It's going to be more important. So let's take a look at the next one, which is, do they look charismatic and seem to have it all in their life, and appears to show that it's a life that you can have too? Well, some coaches portray with very nice, elegant stuff. They have a suit, they have a tie, they have lots of rings everywhere. They have, they appears that, oh, I know it all. Right, I'm the guru here, I'm that. Right, so it appears that they're very charismatic. They can talk really well, they can convince very well. But you know what? What seems good on the outside may not seem good on the inside. I've seen many coaches as well dress really nicely. They have a lot of things. They have an Hermes belt. They have a beautiful array of Cartier watches, AP watches or whatever, and they look very charismatic because the way they talk, the way they convince people. But you know what? Those are the kind of coaches I'll take a step back and say, hey, they sound good, but are they right for me? They might be right for someone else. We're not discounting that they're great, but we're asking this question: are they compatible with where I am right now? Yes, I want to be like them, but are they going to be useful as a coach for me right now? Many people say, "Hey, Jedi, why haven't I heard you from where?" Right? You know what? I'm an introvert. I love to be quiet by myself. I love just to talk to myself. I love just to spend time, reflecting on things. And many coaches ask me, "Why don't you create some videos and why don't you create some podcasts to really share with the world? All these different nuggets of truth." Well, so it's because of all the encouragement of my coaches around me and all my clients around me that I'm doing all these videos to really tell people what the truth is. And I'm going to consider, take a step back and say, maybe perhaps am I missing something else? Now, number 9, does their smile, body language, words, manner seem congruent? So sometimes people may smile, they may have a great body language, they may be able to posture nicely, and it sounds almost so perfect. Now, whenever they sound so perfect and it sounds almost so congruent, be very wary, because we only know the person for the first time. We do not know what's inside them. So sometimes people are able to put on a very, very good front. They're able to move their body, move their words, say the right things at the right time, but there's hidden things on the inside that we do not know of. So sometimes I would always say this: the test of the pudding is in the time. So sometimes coaches may appear very genuine, very good, very charismatic, very helpful in the start, but as the journey goes, it seems almost as if they have something else. There's something hidden in the agenda. It seems almost as if they're not the same person anymore. And sometimes the coaches are not even growing themselves. I see many coaches actually backstabbing each other. I see many coaches actually stealing from each other. I see many coaches also being very pity about other coaches, or very small-minded about other coaches. When there's other coaches' successes, they don't cheer for them. When they are, or they may have a wrong illusion of the other coaches as well. And so, no wonder sometimes as coaches, my question to many coaches out there is this: coaches should be collaborating with each other, should be partnering with each other. They shouldn't be fighting with each other. Because you know what? The beauty of coaching is not in fighting with each other. The beauty of coaching is in having conversations with each other. Today, I had many coaches who have misunderstandings of me. All of you will have that, okay? So, and many of them never actually came to me and spoke to me. They heard about me from somewhere, someone else, but they've never spoken to me in person to really have a conversation with me and then decide for themselves if what they hear compared to what they're experiencing is the same. The truth is this: as a coach, you will have people who speak good about you, you will have people who speak bad about you, you will have the naysayers, and you will have the supporters. Think about this: the greatest influencer, or to me, the greatest coach, right, was Jesus, right? Jesus of Nazareth. And he was coaching a lot of people during his time. But you know what? He also have a whole bunch of haters there. Is what he's saying not helpful? Well, what he's saying is true. But you know what? People will always ban your words. And to me, I don't live down at that level. I don't come down to the level. I'll just remain where I am. Eagles soar, chickens peck on the ground. Do you want to be an eagle or do you want to be a chicken? Make a choice. Number 10. Threaten you if you don't have them as a coach, you'll be missing out something huge. Some coaches do that. They said, hey, if you don't get me today, you're going to miss out. I only have 3 slots left, right? If you sign up with me, I only have 2 slots left. You must sign up with me because I'm the only one who can change your life. I'm the only one who can do this. Well, if they come across as threatening, run away. Run away from them. Whenever coaches threaten you, they have violated the professional conduct as a coach. They have no idea what they're talking about, right? They have no place in the coaching business, especially when coaches tell you that, hey, if you don't do this, your life will collapse. That is the worst thing any coach should do. They should go and knock themselves on the wall and reflect on life. That's a terrible thing to do to anyone. Okay, so there you have 10 different ways to spot fake gurus. If you like any one of them, post them in the comment section below. Give a thumbs up so I know you like this video content, right? I have a lot more of how we can identify all these fake guru coaches on there. Now, if there's someone or some coaches that you would like me to respond to, or you would like me to do a comment on, and let me do analysis of, just put them in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to get back to you as well. Now, so the question that you asked me is this, Jedi. So now knowing all this, how do I find the right coach? How do I find the right one for me? Well, 2 secrets: coachability and compatibility. Are you ready to be coached? Second, is that person or the coach compatible to you? For example, and as a lot of coaches like to come to me, but a lot of clients like to come to me, but I ask them this question: am I compatible with you? Do you find that my style will work for you? Because sometimes my style may not work for everyone. Sometimes people may prefer a quieter style. Some people may prefer a more domineering style. Some people may prefer a more exuberant style. But find a coach that is compatible with what you're looking for. Let me give you some secrets to that. What exactly is coaching? This is what International Coaching Federation says what coaching is. We go back to that. It says partnering with clients in a thought-provoking process and creative one that inspires them to maximize their personal and professional potential. And that's what really it is. So it's about inspiring them to find their personal and professional potential, maximize that. So it's coaching people, it's partnering people. It's not telling people what to do. It's not correcting them. It's about partnering them. Partnership is so key in the coaching process, and that's what you want to do as well when you begin to find a coach. If the coach says, I'm going to tell you what to do, I'm going to give you the steps, I'm going to give you that steps, run away, because they're not partnering with you. So co-creative partnership is going to be key in the coaching process. Now, I'm going to give you 3 different ways you can approach this. Number 1, do they provide you a compelling experience in the conversation you had with them? Number 2, is the way they are conversing with you is something you connect with and enjoy? Number 3, what are their personal philosophy? Use these 3 questions to help you to judge for yourself whether that person is the right one for you. At the end of the day, there will never be the perfect fit. Because if there's a perfect fit, then you are not a perfect one, right? You may just destroy the perfection. Well, what is it? It's about compatibility. Do I find a connection with that person? Do I find that actually talking to them, do I find that actually working with them makes a lot of sense to me? Do I connect with their philosophy? Do I believe in what they say? Do you enjoy them, right? Sometimes how coaches find me as well is that they watch my videos. I don't require them to watch the videos, but they can check it out whether they find that what I tell them makes sense to them. Not all things will make sense to all people, but if they find that it makes sense to them, if they find this are helping them, well, then they may approach me, right? So many coaches come in and connect with me, via the email. And so if you hit the description box below, you can see a lot of the content there that can help to support you. There's also an email. You can reach out to me. You can leave a comment below so I can get back to you as well. So there's so many things we can do together, all right? But the big question is it compatible? Is that what do you want? Have a conversation. So to me, whenever I engage my clients is this, I have a conversation with them and then I ask them, I say, hey, this is making sense to you. Is this helping you? If it's helping you, do you want to take it forward? Or do you want to do something else? What do you want to do with this conversation forward? So at the end of the day, leave your client with an unforgettable experience, a coaching experience, a conversation experience. In your first experience with them, I don't like this notion of discovery call or chemistry call, or hookup call, whichever call you call it. I like to call it a coaching call. Right, let's have a coaching conversation right on the start, because I want you to experience what a coaching conversation will sound like, will feel like, and let you experience it. If you experience it and if that's something that you want, well, then let's continue, right? If that's something that you don't want, then it's okay, that's fine, right? Because you know what, many of my videos are helping a lot of coaches out there. They don't have to come to me personally to help them, because the videos can help a lot of people out there. But those coaches that come to me and want me to help them are coaches who said, hey, Jedi, I want to see more performance in this. I want to create more value for my clients in that. I want to learn better. I want to move better. I want to grow better, right? So many coaches come to me to expand who they are on the inside, to draw out the greatness from within them. As a coach, for me, myself, I'm there to help clients to draw out the greatness within them. When I work with coaches as well, I'm drawing out the greatness within the coach to help them see how great a coach they already are. Now, greatness is not about what you do, it's about who you are, who you be. And that's why my passion is that telling people the truth about coaching. Too many times I've seen so many fake coaches out there, so many coaches that are unethical in their practice. They are hiding behind the sheep's clothing, and they are being very sheepish about things. Right? They cannot be upfront. They're not. They will go behind the scenes. Oh, I don't want to poach you. I'm trying to avoid poaching you, people, so I'm going behind the scenes. Well, that's so creepy, right? They're going behind the scenes to do the exact opposite of what they're saying. As a coach, you can, what we call in Chinese is 光明正大. 光明正大 means be okay, be bold to tell people what you're doing. I'm telling people what I'm doing. People can watch all my videos and learn exactly what I teach in class. Right? A lot of videos, contents that I teach here on the YouTube channel actually goes more in depth than a lot of the class that I cover, because in the class I don't have enough time to cover all that. My passion is really helping coaches to scale up their coaching practice, to raise the standards of coaching and to raise the standards of their clients' experience. I work with clients and coaches in my career, and I have a whole team of coaches who are great at what they do. I have a coach who does great at youth coaching. I have another coach who's great at public speaking coaching. I have another coach who's great at helping clients find alignment within themselves. So whichever coach you are, whichever client you are, and you're hearing this message I hope will touch your heart, and this message I hope will give you some clarity about the whole facade of coaching and what really coaching is, and so that you can make the right informed decision when you're deciding which coach to sign up for.